Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we're back for episode 10 of the Red Sox franchise here on MLB 14 the show. And today we have a special 2-game episode with not only a chance to clinch the wild card in the first game, but we'll have a chance to clinch the division in the second game. So first things first, we have a chance to clinch the wild card here. We are 7 up with 7 to play, so a win today gives us a playoff spot. We clinch a playoff spot, and we're going to against the Baltimore Orioles. And with the rosters expanding, I have 40 or so guys on the Major League roster at this point with the September roster expansion. So we're playing a lot of the young guys today. I do like to play with some of the young guys when we get into September. So I think Mookie Betts is starting in left field, Blake Sweetheart starting behind the plate. I want to say Gary Cecchini starting at third base, and I think that might be it. But we also have some young arms coming out of the pen potentially, but we have John Lester on the mound today. Hopefully he can give us some innings, so we're going to skip ahead here. Top of the second inning, and Gary Cecchini is going to slap that single to the right side for a base hit, and that is going to be Gary Cecchini's first career MLB hit, hopefully one of many coming in a long MLB career. He should hopefully help us out in 2015 and 2016 at third base, and potentially at first base if need be, if Napoli ends up getting hurt or he leaves after his contract expires, stuff like that. So anyway, Pedroia collects that ball, he will save that, and we are on now with 2 away. Top of the second still, Mookie Betts up, and Betts is going to get jammed here, pop this one, or fly this one out to center field. That will be caught, and that is going to retire the side. So nothing comes out of that little 2-men-on threat, and we're going to head here into the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 count to J.J. Hardy, and Lester leaves that one over the plate. Hardy to deep right field, and that's going to get over the wall for a solo home run. J.J. Hardy with his first home run of the day off of John Lester. Hardy's got a little bit of pop. He had 25 home runs last year. No, I don't think he has a single home run so far in 2014, but still, he does provide some power out of that shortstop spot for the Baltimore Orioles, and he shows it right there with the solo shot, putting the Orioles on top 1-0. Orioles still fighting for a wild card spot. They are right now in control of the second wild card, a game up on the Seattle Mariners. But 2-2 count now later in the inning, Delman Young, and Young strikes out swinging on that inside cutter that jammed him. Now later in the inning, 1-2 count, David Lowe is up, and Lowe goes down looking on that changeup that just grazed the outside corner right there. So skip ahead here to the bottom of the third, and the first batter of the inning is going to take that one to the left side. Cecchini cannot range to his left and get the ball, so that's going to go into left field for a base hit, and the Orioles have a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the third. Now 1 out, 0-2 count to Howie Kendrick. He's going to take this one the opposite way. Now the runner on second had to hesitate, so he ends up getting stopped at third base. Good play by Victorino, and it's first and third now with 1 away. Next batter is Nick Markakis, the 0-2 count, and Markakis is going to dribble one to the left side. Lester flips home, and it's not in time. The throw was a little bit offline, and Sweetheart could not apply the sweep tag, so now it's 2-0 Orioles. But next batter is Chris Davis, and he's going to go into the 6-4-3 double play, and that gets Lester out of the inning. So we're going to skip ahead now, but the Orioles are on top 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, here's that man again, J.J. Hardy, 0-2 count, and that one is driven to deep left field, deep, far, and gone. J.J. Hardy has done it again, his second home run of the afternoon. This one was a pretty good pitch, I thought. He kept that cutter down and in, but Hardy just got around on it and was able to drive it to the left field for a solo home run. So it's 3-0 Orioles. Now they've taken a 3-run lead, but Delman Young once again going down, this time on the curveball. Nice pitch right there that froze Young. Now later in the inning, this is going to be another strikeout, this time on the changeup. That's David Adams, the former New York Yankee, striking out there. So we're going to skip back to the top of the sixth. Dylan Bundy's still on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles, and Michael Kadire is going to get things going with the base hit to the left side, and that will get us a leadoff base runner here in the sixth inning. Not too many outs left to play with. Got to get some runs while we can. Ortiz is going to take that first pitch to left center field for a base hit. Kadire gets up to second. We have 2 men on with none away now to start things here in the top of the sixth. Next batter is Mike Napoli. The first pitch he sees, he's going to take that one, but Hardy to second for one, on to first, and that is a big 6-4-3 double play. Not sure why Napoli would be swinging on the first pitch right there. Next batter is Xander Bogaerts, 1-2 count, and Bogaerts, who has struggled all year long, ends up striking out swinging. So top of the seventh now we go. Gary Cecchini up, and Cecchini's got his third base hit of the ball game. So a good debut for the young stud third baseman. Now Mookie Betts up later in the inning. Cecchini stealing, and he is going to get in there safely at second base. We get a runner on second now after Betts moves him over. Blake Sweetheart up, and Sweetheart gets the one. It's going to be actually gloved by the second baseman, but no throw will be made, and Blake Sweetheart's first MLB hit is also an RBI. Cecchini scores on the play, and we've cut the lead to 3-1. So a big hit right there for Sweetheart, or Swihart. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Let me know in the comments if you know if it's Sweetheart or Swihart or any other pronunciation, but I'm going to keep calling him Sweetheart. So, Jackie Bradley Jr. now will come on and pinch run for Swihart. I have a feeling it's Swihart, and he's going to be stealing second. The throwdown is not in time. So, we get a runner on second now with 2 away, and that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. Darren O'Day will come in. He has got a 4.28 ERA, so now after Victorino singles, it's first and third with 1 away, and Bradley's going to come home on that slap single to the left side for a base hit, and now we have runners on first and second. The number 3 hitter coming up, Michael Kadire, and Kadire goes down on O'Day's slider. So, still a 1-run game, 2 on, 2 away for David Ortiz. Big Papi himself, and he's going to chop this one to the right side through or past the glove of the second baseman. Runner coming around. He's out at the plate. A great throw by Nick Markakis gets Victorino, and we waste an opportunity right there. So moving on to the top of the 8th, and Sean Marshall is into the game now. He ends up walking Mike Napoli. Now after he advances to second, 2-1 count. Bogarts lines it in. It's caught by the shortstop. That's JJ Hardy, and just some bad luck right there. So anyway, 0-2 count here. Markakis up in the bottom of the 8th. That's going to be a strikeout. So Lester gives us 8 strong innings, going over 100 pitches, despite a little bit of or a couple of mistakes he made at JJ Hardy. Still, I thought he pitched pretty well other than that. So Tommy Hunter on now to try and close things down for the Baltimore Orioles. Top of the 9th, 2 away. That's going to be grounded softly to the second baseman, who will fire onto first in time for the out. And the Baltimore Orioles pick up the win in the season or the series finale between these two teams. So the Red Sox will have to wait to clinch a wild card berth. They'll have to wait another day. We will have to take a look at the standings afterwards, but the Orioles pick up a win 3-2. Your winning pitcher is Dylan Bundy. John Lester gets the loss despite pitching pretty well. Only allowed 6 hits, and like I said, I thought he pitched pretty well outside of trying to face JJ Hardy. So we pick up a win in our first game of the next series, and we end up clinching a wild card spot. But now we are in a dead heat with the Toronto Blue Jays, and going into the final game of the season, we are both at 91-70. Now I do believe we have the tiebreaker, so a win or a Blue Jays loss clinches us the division, but standing in our way is the arch rival New York Yankees, who really don't have anything to play for, only at 74-87, but you know they would love to spoil the Red Sox afternoon here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in September from Fenway Park. John Lackey on the hill to try and clinch the division for the Boston Red Sox. He will be opposed by Michael Pineda, a young, one of the young arms on this Yankee staff, pitching not quite as well as he has in real life this year, but either way, 0-1 count now to start things off in the top of the first. Brett Gardner up. He's going to hit that one. Gloved by Bogarts. Fire to first. Not in time. And it was just too fast by Gardner right there. So 3-2 count after Gardner moves up to second. And that one's going to get by the glove of Napoli. Gardner coming around. He's going to score. Victorino concedes that run. Fires to second to make sure Ellsbury doesn't advance there. Now, after Ellsbury does advance to second, 2-2 count, 2 away. Carlos Beltran up. That's lined. And Victorino can't make the grab. Ellsbury coming around. He's going to score. And it's 2-0 early on. Yankees on top. That's an RBI single for Carlos Beltran. Later in the inning, though, beautiful slider from John Lackey to get Alex Rodriguez. Yes, that is Alex Rodriguez playing for the New York Yankees. And now we're on to the bottom of the first. 2-0 is the score, and Victorino strikes out looking. So the Red Sox offense sputtering here early, but Lackey is going to settle in. He gets that batter to strike out, swinging right there on the front door curveball. And now Bogarts up, and Bogarts to deep left center field, and that one is gone over the Green Monster and into the stands. Sander Bogarts with a solo home run in the final game of the regular season. A big home run for a guy that really has struggled this year for the Sox, and a guy that we're really going to have to get going if we want to make a run in the postseason. I believe a lot in lineup depth, and I think he's batting 7th for us on a regular basis. Him and Middlebrooks have both struggled a little bit down the stretch, so we got to get those guys going, and hopefully this home run can do it for Bogarts. That was a big shot. That was a nice blast to left center field, and he cuts the lead in half. It is now 2-1, so we're going to skip ahead. Top of the third now, Brett Gardner up again, 2-2 count, and Gardner is going to take this one to deep right center field. Victorino on the run, but he cannot make the grab, and it goes over the wall. A solo home run for Brett Gardner, so it's 3-1 Yankees. And now, next batter is Brendan Ryan, who's hitting second for this team, and he actually takes that one down the left field line for a base hit. Well played by Nava. Throw is not in time, and it's a double for Brendan Ryan. So Lackey really struggling right now. 0-2 count to Teixeira. He goes down in the curveball. Nice pitch right there. And now later in the inning, next batter is Carlos Beltran, and Beltran goes down on the slider. Nice backdoor slider. So we take a look at the standings here, and it looks like the Blue Jays have already lost today, which means that the Red Sox should have this division all locked up, considering we have the tiebreaker. So I decided I would take the opportunity to put in the young guys with the division already wrapped up. That includes, I'm going to give Alan Webster these next 3 innings to see what he can do, very much as he did in the last regular season game of 2013. He pitched 3, I think, perfect innings against the Orioles. But anyway, Webster's a guy that I would like to have in my 2015 rotation. I think he can be a guy to help out in the long term. Despite him struggling really in 2013 at the major league level, I think he can provide something to us. So you can see a lot of young guys in. Here's Brock Holt after the LaVarnway double. Brock Holt up now. He's going to hit that with the left field. We're going to end up tagging up our runner. Throw home from Gardner. It's a strong arm, but the throw is offline, and that is Mike Karp sliding in there safely for a run. So now 3-2 is the score, and Bogarts tried to bloop that one, but Teixeira is there to glove it. So that's going to retire the side, and it's still 3-2 Yankees. Bottom of the 5th, Pineda still on the mound. Cecchini up, and Garen Cecchini, if it's fair, it's gone, and that hooks around the foul pole. Fair ball, and Garen Cecchini with a 2-run home run. He really hit the ball well in September. He had a home run in the Saturday game of this series and ends up with a home run in the Sunday game, the series finale and the season finale. A big hit from Cecchini, and Alan Webster just dominated these couple of innings. Top of the 6th here, 1-2 count. That's lined right back to Webster. He pitches 3 shutout innings, and the Red Sox are holding the lead here, 4-3 or 3-2. Yeah, it is 4-3 is the score. Henry Owens now on top of the 7th. Brett Gardner up, and Gardner's going to get things going here with the base hit to center field. And I apologize if this commentary is kind of not my best. I'm bad at doing like 14 or 15 minute commentary, so I don't make very long videos. But anyway, that's a base hit. Brendan Ryan, I believe that was, drives in Brett Gardner, and the game is tied at 4. So next batter is Jacoby Ellsbury. 2 away in the inning still, and that one is lined the opposite way. Don't know why we were shifting on Ellsbury, and I think this game does stupid shifts sometimes, but that's misplay by the left fielder. Ryan coming around to score, and he will. Bad relay right there from the Red Sox, and Christian Vasquez's tag was not in time. So 0-1 count out to Teixeira. That's lined, but that is right to Cecchini there, playing near shortstop with the shift on. So top of the 8th now, Carlos Beltran up, first pitch of the inning, and Beltran takes that one the opposite way for a base hit. So Yankees looking for more insurance runs here in the top of the 8th, already up by 1. Now next batter is Alex Rodriguez, the 1-2 count, and A-Rod is going to line this one, caught by LaVarnway at first, and he applies the tag. So that's going to be a nice double play right there. Now here is, I believe, Kelly Johnson, I want to say, and he strikes out on the 97-mile-an-hour heater. So Owens appears to settle in a little bit here, but top of the 9th, here is the first batter. It is Gary Sanchez, and Sanchez to deep left field, and she is gone. A solo home run for Gary Sanchez. It's his first major league home run, and that is a matchup we could be seeing a lot of in the future. Henry Owens and Gary Sanchez, 2 apparent cornerstones for each of these respective franchises, and maybe we'll see more home runs from Gary Sanchez off of Henry Owens. So it's a solo shot. Yankees go up 6-4. They extend their lead now, trying to put this game away. Next batter, or a couple batters later, 2 men on for Mark Teixeira, and Teixeira hits this one to deep left field. That one is back, and it is gone. A 3-run home run for Mark Teixeira makes it 9-4. Now here is Preston Claiborne on to try and shut this game out for the Yankees. He strikes out Michael Kadire, and it is a 9-4 win for the Yankees. But the Red Sox, knowing that the Blue Jays already lost today, should have wrapped up this division. So an unimportant loss handed to us by the New York Yankees, and that wraps up the regular season. So the next episode I'll have the first playoff game, but we do have a couple things to get to here first. As you can see, we're advancing, and as you can see, it says we clinched the division, we have the tiebreaker and all that, so we're going to go over the schedule, simulate through the day, and what is this we have? A 1-game playoff between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox for the division. I did not see this coming. I thought that we just had the tiebreaker and they were going to give us the division, but I guess not. So the next episode is going to be this 1-game playoff against the Blue Jays for the division title, and until then, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. It does matter. Peace.